Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing this fine evening? It is Tuesday. As you can see, I am here by myself. But don't fret. She's on her way. We went to the pool. She's having a shower. Whoo! Summer struggles right off the bat, right into it. Summer struggles. And if you're struggling this summer like us or fasting, I'll tell you what, something like salty here, clean slate, or whatever flavors you like, come in clutch. I wish I wasn't so like blind to me out, but you see that. I've been drinking these like water. Super helpful. Struggling this summer, I'll tell you what. Evelyn is here. Good evening, Evelyn. Oh, how I'm so glad to see you. I got to see you this weekend. I had a wonderful time. Lots of hugs. Here's a cat. Jennifer Lucas is here. She says, "Good evening, beautiful people, feline friends." Lynn is here. Good evening, Lynn. I put this in here. If you want to help support our channel, go to ketosimple.shop or store, either one, ketosimple.store or ketosimple.shop, and that will take you to all of the things that we have. If you want to get some of these salties, if you want to get some keto chow, if you want to go to my Amazon page, it's all there for you. One simple place. Yes. Sean is here. Good evening, Sean. Thank you for joining us. Jennifer says, I might need to know how to smoke a raccoon. I'm on the warpath. If Rick shows up, I'm sure Rick could help you. He may know how to smoke a raccoon. It's definitely easy to know if you've got the right site. I hear Jeopardy music. Do 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 do. Oh, Rick Wynn, Joe is here. Hello, Joe. She's currently naked upstairs in the shower, so can't take the cameras in there for you guys tonight. I am so sorry. It's too bright out for that. Carl is here. Hello, Carl. I got to see Carl and I saw Jen Lucas. It was a good time this weekend. Let's see what else is going on here. Pretty Kitty in Chandra's place. She'll be down here shortly. She's a slow poke, though. Evelyn says that her puppy dog is sleeping on her lap. She missed it. Yeah, you guys were like there for like 5 days or something like that. Like you got there in time to help them out a lot. Andy's lucky. You guys are awesome. We've got an amazing community. People step up, ready to help. It's awesome. We tore that place down. We got it cleaned up. Everything broke down and ready to rock and roll right at 5 o'clock. It was great. I am so very thankful for all of you. Wonderful, wonderful people. You make it just such a joy to be in this community. You really do. Yeah, I've been at the pool, got some color. I'm a little sore. We were throwing the ball back and forth, trying to get some exercise in with the sun. So, what are you guys up to this week? It's Tuesday. I'm still fasting. Today is day 4 of a 7-day fast. 7-day fast. Whatever, wherever the cameras are. 7 days. I'm on day 4, so I'm over the major hump. I'm on the downslope. Um, let's see. Everyone is asking when I break my fast. Let me look at my calendar here. So I will probably break it Saturday. So tomorrow night I've got a show. My friend Curtis, he is playing in his first show with his new band. He's a new drummer. They're playing tomorrow night with the Super Suckers. They've been around since the early '90s, so I'm going to see them play tomorrow night, punk rock. And then Thursday, we will be going to the 4th of July fun thing. There's like a carnival and fireworks and lots of people hanging out, walk around, stay as long as we want, go home when we're ready, have a good time. The one thing about that carnival, the one thing that truly makes it easy for me is for some reason, all the years we've gone to this carnival, not a single food stand has sold corn dogs. Like, what kind of carnival doesn't have corn dogs? Had funnel cakes and barbecue sandwiches and hamburgers, but no corn dogs. Like, what is that? Ugh. Lynn says, "Good for you on your long fast." Yeah, I like to do a fast usually mid-year. Um, and Steve from Serious Keto had talked about doing one shortly in the like right at this time. He is a little more. I think he ended his today, so I was a little late, but I still joined him. Um, uh, just chugging right along. First day was Saturday because so Thursday was the last coffee that I had. Friday was no coffee, and then that was the last meal that I had. So Saturday was the first full day of fasting. Sunday, Monday, today, and then Thursday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be all fasting days. Then I'll break it sometime on Saturday. I don't know. I'll probably be going over because really my fast started Thursday night or Friday night. It started like Friday night at like 8 o'clock at night. So really, I could break my fast Friday at 8, and maybe I might. Maybe I might. But I might wait till Saturday morning to break my fast. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Sean says that he's down in Georgia. I love Georgia. Georgia's beautiful. I like Atlanta. Atlanta's a lot of fun. I haven't got a chance to see a lot of Georgia. We've driven through a bunch of Georgia on the way. Like when you come into Georgia out of Tennessee through the mountains, and then you go down through Georgia through Atlanta or down through. Basically, you're like in Tennessee, Georgia. Then you go back through like Chattanooga, and then you come out of Chattanooga. I think it's Chattanooga, and then you pop over into Georgia for the final time, and then you're all the way in it till you get down to Florida. We've also been from Atlanta all the way through to South Carolina, so we've seen a good amount of Georgia. Evelyn's asking, no barbecue on the 4th. I mean, probably not, unless I make it. It doesn't get made. And if I'm not eating, no one else really wants barbecue. I mean, they'll make ribs sometimes, but no barbecue on the 4th. Crazy. We bought a brisket and ribs at Sam's Club, and thinking about chicken on the grill too for the 4th. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Um, Costco has wings. At least our Costco has ready-made wings. They're like $5 a pound, $4 a pound, or something like that. Maybe $6 a pound. But you buy them, and they're like 15 to 20 bucks for a package of them. And they're garlic. I mean, they're probably not the cleanest, but they're ready-made. They're not crispy or anything like that, but they are delicious. So sometimes we pick those up just if I don't feel like cooking anything. But you can also buy them uncooked, and you can smoke them yourself. I would like if you would make me some corn dogs. I would really, really like that. Joe says, I escaped North Carolina mountains to get away from the heat. Well, that's a smart thing to do. Yeah, we've talked about this. So Chris and I have talked about making carnivore corn dog batter. Um, I don't know if the corn dog batter would hold up to being fried or baked. I don't know. Getting a consistency that both sticks to the hot dog and will hold up to frying is the hard part. I have to break it slow. So that's one thing I think I might break it Friday night with just some beef or chicken, probably some beef broth and butter. Just have some beef broth and butter with salt in it. And then Saturday morning, have some more with coffee. Have my coffee in the morning and introduce some cream. And then a little later in the afternoon, have some more of the broth and butter. It just kind of gets things moving a little bit. Um, and then I can have a full, like, like a partial dinner, something, like some solid food, maybe a burger patty or two or something Saturday night. And then on Sunday, I can eat basically whatever I want. Probably have the soup or have the soup on Sunday. It's in the freezer right now. Chattanooga. We are in Brunswick. It's on the coast, about an hour north of Jacksonville, Florida. Hopefully, that's far enough to keep Jacksonville away. Stacy says, "Hey, we are here too, sort of. Well, I'm glad you and Ken are here. Yeah, I know a lot of people. I mean, I've made like fathead dough and wrapped hot dogs in fathead dough, like make strips of fathead dough and then just roll it and then bake it in the oven. They turn out okay, but there's just something about a corn dog. I usually get a couple corn dogs at the fair every year. Um, Corn dogs fried in corn oil. So at least it's not canola oil, but I mean it's part of like the whole Indiana. There's more than corn in Indiana. That whole thing. If you know, you know. Um, but Indiana is supposedly all cornfields, whatever. Same thing with Iowa and Nebraska and all that stuff, right? But I usually get a couple of corn dogs while we're at the fair. I mean, we're walking around in the heat and all that stuff, and usually try a couple of treats when we're at the fair. Hit that like button. Show some love, ladies and gentlemen. Show the love. Hit the like button. Go to ketosimple.shop. Purchase something nice. Real nice. Let's see. After 5 days fasts, I can eat whatever. After 11 days, that was a mistake. I should have broken it gently. I know, like for me, like I tend to go hard. So like I'll break a fast and have like 2 pounds of beef and like 8 eggs. That's too much food to break a fast. So I like to do it slowly. So I try to do everything really slow. Yeah, I think she has done them before. I've seen others do the like a protein mix. I've just seen some like protein cookie dough, like cottage cheese with vanilla protein powder cookie dough. I've been seeing a lot. I saw a new channel the other day, or last night rather. I'd have to go in and let me see if I can find it. Let me go in and see if I can find. Well, that's not going to let me. That's not what I want to do. I'll go in and look and see if I can find. There was a new channel that I found last night. I watched a couple of his videos. I just have to go into my history. Let's see. I have to change accounts. Hold on, everybody. It's not going to do anything to me on my streaming here, but So it was Cooking with Dave. So let me go back in. Switch back. Cooking with Dave. It kind of reminds me of me a little bit. Like his newest video is cottage cheese cloud bread. I'll share that video. I haven't actually watched it yet, but it looks good. But I'll share his video here in the chat for everybody. Everybody go and subscribe and say he's got a lot more subscribers than I think he has more subscribers than I do, I think. But that's not a big deal. We can still welcome him into all of this wonderful stuff that we call a community here. Let me paste this here. There is Cooking with Dave, his cottage cheese cloud bread recipe. Yeah, Indiana Beach. What is up, Charlie? I got to find a way to get you your umbrella. I have your umbrella in the car. Brenda in the house. How we doing? Yeah, I know she's got other kinds of mixtures and stuff. I've just been seeing a bunch of different things lately. Let's see. Weather forecast for the 4th is a drag. So here's the deal. If the 4th of July is a rained out mess, Chandra and I will be hanging out by ourselves here in the house. We don't have the girl because all the kids, because mommy and daddy both have the time off. So for the 4th, we'll hang out. We'll just chill, watch TV, maybe do some work on videos, work on eBay, whatever, right? We'll have a good time. So if it's a rained out, stormy mess, that's what we'll do. And if we have to go on Friday to do some fireworks, we go Friday and do some fireworks. We'll take the girl, whatever we got to do, right? Look who's joining me.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
How's everybody been? Sorry, I am late. Oh, you made me a water.
That's my water.
Fine.
You can have a drink of it if you want.
I have the rest of my coffee from this morning.
When you hand it to me, I'm thirsty.
Hang on, there's a cat in the way. So,
yeah, he's seen him. He's seen him Brenda's seen him as well. Evelyn says, you just watch that video. He's funny. He doesn't do keto or proper human diet. But the thing is he kind of like, if I was going to do low carb, I'd have to have bagels because we watched his bagel video last night. Chandra was watching it with me. Mm-hmm. And
I mean, they look like they turned out okay.
Yeah, they look good.
I would try it.
I mean, his technique was a mess and it was funny to watch.
I mean, who cares? None of us are professional chefs. Like, it's not like we're on the show The Bair. Like, that's not us.
I mean,
chef, not us.
We could be that dysfunctional.
Oh, I'm sure we could be that dysfunctional, but we're not that good at cooks.
Evelyn said, hey, beautiful.
Well, hello.
She said, Dustin, you sounded like Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello.
You need to dunk your face in whipped cream. Put a wig with curlers on. Oh, it would be amazing to dress you up like that for Halloween.
Do you think the beard would be a giveaway?
I think the beard would just add. It would not detract. It would just add. So we're trying to coordinate a trip to Wisconsin because my niece is getting married in the fall, and she's the first of the grandkids to get hitched. So, of course, we all have to be there. And I'm texting with my sister who lives out in Colorado, trying to coordinate plans because we were talking about possibly sharing an Airbnb. So I sent her some pictures of some places, and she just texted me back and said, oh, guess what? Mom and Dad would love to join us in the Airbnb. here are some other Airbnbs. What do you think? And I was like, oh God, kill me now. This is going to be
At least we
terrible.
get a bigger place.
Well, we can get a bigger place, but for whatever reason in Wisconsin, I don't know if they have so much cheese that people just don't poop, but how is it that no matter the size of the house, there are very few bathrooms? She sent me the pictures of a place that's 6 bedrooms and has 3.5 baths. How does that work? There are 8 adults going and 3 children.
Maybe more than that. Well, there'll be 4 children, won't there? Because Nay has 3.
Right.
We have 1.
Pookie's not going to, they're getting their own
They'll
place
be there with us.
they're bringing the dogs, so they're
Ugh.
going to have their own place.
Yeah.
But like how does that work? Inevitably there's going to be more than 3 people that need to poop at once. That's number 1. Number 2, we're all going to be getting ready for a wedding and there are 3 showers and 8 adults. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand that. And I understand that bathrooms are expensive to put in, but when you're building a house that has 6 bedrooms, why is there no forethought to add more than 3 bathrooms? People just, I don't know,
You grew up in-
double decker pooping.
You had what? 5 bed, 5 6, 5.5 bath.
5 beds, 6.5 baths. 1 more bathroom than bedroom, or 2 more bathrooms than bedrooms.
Yeah, she grew up bougie.
My parents knew that everybody had to poop all the time.
Oh, we have a stuffler. I need to make a cornbread stuffler then. That would be
What
good
are
to
we
make.
talking about?
Okay, so let's get down to this here.
I don't know where we are.
Jennifer Lucas said Joe, which is Joe and Rachel,
Oh, okay.
tweak Nisha's cornbread recipe to make corn dog stufflers. We've got a stuffler.
Oh.
We could make some kind of like potato soup type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a chicken soup type thing, or
Okay.
whatever you want to put inside cornbread.
Okay.
Like a chili or whatever. You can stuff it with chili.
I would be down for that. I don't like corn dogs, so I don't want anything quasi corn dog related.
But that's not for you.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Just letting
when
you
a problem comes along, you must.
Hey, don't make me fight you. Don't make me fight you. Selling a pair of shoes and I'm taking a small offer just so that I get rid of them because I've had them for a long time. 50% off. It's fine.
Does not compute. What does not compute? The bathroom thing?
Yeah, the bathroom thing.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the bathroom thing or not. Lynn says, use that cornbread recipe for my stufflers. What do you guys put in your stufflers? What do you put in there? Tell me.
What are you stuffing?
What do you stuff them with? Yeah. Moto in the house. I'm gonna stuff it right.
All right, that's not what he says.
He says I'm gonna turn it out.
He says I'm about to turn it out.
That's even worse.
Moto in the house.
I like them chunky.
I like them big.
I like them huge.
I like them chunky.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. We are.
But that was the olden times, Jen.
Yeah, no.
This is modern day.
So how did that work? Did you like sit on each other's laps to go to the bathroom? Did someone sit and poop in the back of the toilet while you sat on the toilet? Did you like have to hold it and time it? I don't understand. It does not work for me. Did you send the boys outside to poop in the woods? Like what? How does that work? In my head, that just does not work at all. Not the amount of toilets, not the amount of showers, not even the amount of sinks. Like, I get it, children barely wash their hands, but adults should be washing their hands very frequently. So, that's not even enough sinks to accommodate. I just don't understand. It's very confusing.
You guys even had like a bathroom in the pool room.
Yeah, that's why I said 6.5.
Yeah.
That was
a full bathroom. That was
a full bath.
Yeah.
Yes, because there were 2. Okay.
It was a half.
Let me count. Hang on. Full.
And it had a 12-foot pool, and like 12-foot deep pool.
Yeah. It had an Olympic size pool. Let me count again.
I'm already thinking about these like taco, like so. My grandmother.
It was. I lied. It wasn't 7 bathrooms. It was 6 bathrooms, 2 of which were half baths.
So at least you can go poop.
Right. And there were 5 of us kids, so 7 whole people. living there. But anytime we had friends over, inevitably every bathroom would be full at once. And my dad, unfortunately, had to deal with that more often than not. He would come in from working out in the yard and try every bathroom from top to bottom and end up trying to start back over again at the top. But
So my grandmother used to make me taco ring. So what she would do, she would take crescent rolls and roll them out in like a ring, like, and then put like taco seasoned meat in the middle, and then with cheese, and then fold over the croissants.
didn't she add more stuff to it than just the meat?
It was meat and cheese and like
I
salsa.
thought, oh, salsa, because I was like, I would
You would,
distinctly
you would
remember there being onions in it.
Well, she'd put onions in it, but you would dip, like, put salsa on top,
Yeah,
and sour cream.
yeah, it
Um,
was pretty.
yeah, and it was good too. Like, it was like, the puffy pastry with the. So if anybody can make, I know there's probably some out there who's making like croissant puff pastries or whatever, but that just got me thinking of, like, at least maybe get somewhat of the flavor of the taco ring, because there's no going home.
Yeah.
Yeah, the showers don't compute, right?
Right. I just, in my head, that doesn't make sense. Why would you have that many bedrooms and not enough showers for everybody? And I get, like, with Jennifer back in the day, I imagine there was like probably a shower or a bath schedule for all the kids, kind of thing.
And people didn't shower every
And
day.
people didn't shower every day then. But we're going to go to a wedding. We are mostly adults, and it's going to be swampy. It's Wisconsin. I mean, even in the fall, Wisconsin is like, I mean, swampy, moist. It's not the nicest weather. So,
Taco chaffle stufflers, and Carl is seconding his wife there. Joseph's first world problems.
yes,
Yes,
I know.
but if we're spending that kind of money,
That's true. I mean,
we're
these
spending the
places
money.
are very pricey. I mean, we're talking like $400 a night to stay in one of these places.
Probably had to be even more if your parents are going with us.
Well, those were the ones that Renee picked out. So
We better get a king bed, I'm telling you.
well, there was two different ones. One is two separate cottages on the same property, which actually looked pretty nice, and it had 6 bathrooms. 6 potties. That makes sense. But the other one is like one house, which looks beautiful. And I mean, well maintained and everything, looks like a really nice place. But the bathroom situation is just not going to be functional. Even if you bathe half of the people at night, you still don't have enough showers for everybody to shower in the morning. You know, it doesn't make sense. Yes, very much first world.
Jennifer says she makes the recipe closer to Jiffy Mix flavor. I added a bit of sweetener and increased the cornbread flavor. That's what I grew up on as a kid. I'll tell you,
Jiffy cornbread.
The sweet Jiffy cornbread with way too much butter, and you just mix it in almost like a cornbread mash.
So I didn't have Jiffy cornbread until I got married the first time, and it was good, but there's absolutely nothing better than my dad's homemade cornbread. And you slice it, and then you fill your frying pan with butter, and you put your slice of cornbread in it, and then flip it over and put more butter on it, and just let it fry in that. Oh my god!
Well, my
Just
great grandma.
artery clogging delicious.
Well, my great grandma
And
used
it's
to
not the
make.
butter; it's the bread that does that.
Well,
Just
my great grandma used to make homemade cornbread,
yeah.
and she'd make me homemade hush puppies.
Homemade cornbread. My dad used to make pound cake, and we'd call it ton cake because it landed in your stomach with a thud. It was so good. Oh, I'm kind of excited to see everybody.
I am.
I know it's going to be drama and wild, and everybody's going to be in each other's faces.
It'll be like the night
the
before the McAllisters left for Paris.
yeah, exactly. So when I was younger, before I met Dustin, my parents lived here in town with us, and we would have dinner at their house almost every Friday night, and anybody who was in town would come. So one of my sisters, my brother, and my so of the 5 of us kids lived here in town for a couple of years, or close enough to in town for a couple of years. And we would do this almost every Friday night. And we'd bring our kids, and it was loud and it was wild and it was, arguments and games and just fun. And I'm part of a big family and I miss it deeply. And when my kids are here and it's loud and it's wild and it's obnoxious,
It's amazing until you're ready for them to leave.
it is just it fills my heart so much. Like, you've seen How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and my heart grows 3 sizes. And I just love it so much. So I'm very excited to see everybody come fall. I'm I'm super excited. I'm missing them.
Evelyn says she gets up hours before her girls in order to get a shower before I go to work in the mornings.
See, I shower at night, and the worst thing was when the kids were teenagers, they wanted to shower at night too. So they would shower right before I would get home from work, and I would go to get in the shower, and there's only a limited amount of water, and I swear they would be walking out of the shower as I'm pulling into the garage to park. So I would go up to go take my shower, and there was no hot water left, and I would take a cold shower and just be mad at the world.
And guess who got the brunt of that?
Well, you were supposed to whoop them into shape.
You got mad at me for yelling at them too much.
That's because you communicate on their level. You cannot fight a 15-year-old by being a 15-year-old. That does not work. Anyway.
She wouldn't let me use swords or nothing.
No.
Carl says, post a sign-up sheet outside the bathroom for shower times.
Yes.
Ugh.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Sean said we had 6 showers for 110 people in the Navy. Took showers at midnight to avoid the rush.
I mean, you do what you got to do.
Yeah. Jennifer's going to get beat up. No, don't fry cornbread. Yes, fried cornbread.
It was delicious. Delicious.
Could you imagine taking like a big hunk of cornbread and wrapping it in bacon?
Oh, I can't imagine the heartburn I would experience, but
yeah.
I bet it would taste good.
Evelyn says, Carl's from a large family of small people. So I'm from a small family of large people. See, I grew up and we had a very large family growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I had my mom and it was my mom, my brother and I, my grandma, and then she had like a boyfriend guy because my grandfather had been gone since I was 4. And she had a boyfriend guy and he had a big family. And then my grandma's brother had a bunch of kids. And then my grandma had 2 daughters, my mom and my aunt. My aunt had 3 kids. And then there was, all the people on my grandmother's brother's side, and my great grandparents would get together, and we'd all get together on these things. And it was huge, lots like 30, 40 people getting together. And then as time went on, those slowed down to basically nothing. And now we barely even get together.
Yeah.
Because everybody's gone. My great grandparents are obviously gone. My grandma's gone. My mom's gone. So it's basically just me and my brother, my aunt and my cousins, but we're not close.
Well, your aunt has a lot going on in her life.
Yeah.
So she's not the easiest to coordinate with because she has a lot happening in her own life.
And then one of my cousins lives in Virginia, and they've got 3 kids. And when they come in town, it's nice because then it's like a full house and there's chaos. And
yeah.
And then my other 2 cousins live in town, but we're not exactly close either.
Yeah.
But I've never even been to their houses. That's weird, isn't it?
My brother lives on the other side of town, and I see him maybe once a year.
But I've been to his house twice.
Maybe once a year.
Yeah.
And
I saw him a couple months ago. He stopped by to hang out for a minute.
He stopped by to take a poop?
Well, I don't know if he didn't poop while he was here. But...
Oh, well, then never mind. That's his general MO. Hey, I'm in the neighborhood. I need to go to the bathroom. Shaquille, thank you for joining. We missed you.
How's Timmy? The totally real person. The totally real boy son. You have? Yeah.
I'm a real boy.
Jen says, I'll adopt you both. My kids are heathens. You'll fit right in.
We are heathens as well.
Well, I mean, we've got Jen and I've got Cindy. I've got so many amazing people in my life that kind of fill that void of, like having a mom and a grandma and all that stuff kind of all rolled into one. So, I mean, that truly means the world to me. And like even Cindy's son, we share the same birthday, and he messaged me happy birthday that day, and you know, he's like, my mom speaks very highly of me. She better.
It
She
helps.
better.
It helps. I think, having this community really
And we've
helps.
adopted Jahil
We have
and
adopted
his
you.
absolutely for real son,
Yes.
Timmy.
Exactly.
Yes, and Evelyn.
We always have room at the table.
Yeah.
The family just keeps growing.
I cook like all of you guys are coming over every day.
Oh, he does. He really does. Okay. So today he's trying to see if he can feed me to death. So he thinks that I don't eat enough, which is why I've never been losing any weight. So he made me some big brunch thing. It was eggs and
It was 2 eggs with shredded cheese, and then on one side it was chunks of avocado, and on the other side it was chunks of
pork belly.
and then I used 2 of the smaller little low carb tortillas, and I put that, and then I flipped it over, put a little bit more cheese on it, and then flipped it and made like a sandwich.
Mm-hmm. So he made me that, and then we go to the pool, and we come back, and he's like, well, "What do you want to eat?" I'm like, "I can't eat. I'm full. I'm full to here. Like I can't eat, and I have heartburn from the pork belly, but it was good. But like I'm full." And he's like, "What else do you want?" I don't want anything, but because he's fasting right now, he needs to feed me, and he's gonna overfeed me and see if I burst. But
Sean says, so we used to be really close family when we all grew up and spread out. We don't see each other as much anymore. Yeah, I mean, that's the same thing with like friends and stuff. Like I had a very late or long lasting adolescence.
it's
Lasting,
still going.
you know what? It's fine. We're in it together. So until we got together, I was didn't have any kids, I didn't have any really significant other. I didn't really have any long-standing relationships until with her, and I would just hang out with my friends on the weekends and do whatever I wanted during the week. I just made sure my mom and grandma were taken care of, and then I was basically free to roam. And so I saw friends all the time. We got together all the time, played cards every Saturday, went out to the bars and stuff on Thursdays and Fridays, and just huge, basically friend family type thing. And then as you get older, they start settling down, having kids. I get with her, she has kids, so that means I kind of slowed way down and I didn't go out and do much anymore. Um, and then now the kids are out of the house, so now I'm doing a little bit more here and there.
But now you're a little bit older than a lot of your friends. So
And
they're
they have
all
younger kids.
starting smaller families or families now. So they are involved in their families
Yeah.
now when we're basically empty nesters with
Mhm.
a toddler.
Yeah.
So
Like we've got some good friends and they have 4 kids,
yeah,
2 boys and twin girls, and they're
we
all
need
like,
to make the effort to go see them
yes, we
before
do.
it gets cold again.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Yeah. So just making the effort to get to go to see people, like that's why these meetups that we have throughout the summer is so important. I guess there's another one that's at a Texas Day Brazil in late July, so later this month.
Texas, what?
Texas Day Brazil, which is like Fogo de Chao.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Eh,
was like, what word? Why are you putting those words together? That doesn't make sense. Okay.
I don't
Got
know
it.
why it's called Texas Day Brazil, but it's a Brazilian steakhouse called Texas Day Brazil,
Okay.
and
Got it.
James Ortega is putting it together,
Hmm.
and so I don't know if I'll go to that or not. Um, you don't like those places.
So I don't mind the food at those places. I have a problem with the personal space at those places. We went to Fogo de Chao, which is one of those Brazilian steakhouses, on a Taste of Indy, which is where you get a discounted
Yeah,
ticket
we
to
we
go
got
try
like
it.
$35 a person to go.
Right. And we went to try it out. And my issue wasn't even that there were so many people crammed into it, right? Because obviously they're trying to get more people in and out quicker and whatnot so they can earn more money since they're giving discounted tickets. Well, my problem was that the servers basically sit in your lap. Like they get so close to you. I was so uncomfortable. I was like, okay, I get it. You have a meat stick and a knife, but why are you 2 inches from my face? Why does it feel like your leg is touching my leg and your elbow is touching my elbow? This is too much. I can't do it. Get the heck out of my space. I really struggled.
Nobody
with it.
uses MySpace anymore.
I wish they hadn't used my space.
Just bring me the picanha.
Anyway, the food was good, but the atmosphere was more than I could take. More than I could take. Okay, where were we?
Lynn says, well, I may be old enough to be your mom too, but somehow that doesn't seem right.
He's an old soul. It's fine.
That is true. Jen's got a table that'll hold like 50
Yes.
people. Well, it's probably 10 to 12
It
people.
feels like you could fit a lot of people in there.
You could fit like 100 children at this table.
Yeah.
Probably.
Nobody wants to be there if there's 100 children.
But I mean, she's got the space. We could have really good dinners at her house.
Yeah, that's
the parking would be an issue.
Yeah, true. They could just park in our neighborhood and we'd just caddy him over.
Yeah. Jahil says, Timmy is great. He hogs the bathroom too, but my biggest issue with him right now is that he's teething, chewing all the furniture, and I have him on a leash because he dug a hole under the fence. Hashtag kids.
Nice.
I thought he was 5.
He's 5.
Shouldn't he have all his teeth by now?
He's a slow learner and a slow tooth grower, apparently.
He's a
Yeah, he's like, oh, you probably, I don't remember if you watched that or not.
what?
Oh, now I've just forgotten the series of unfortunate events.
I watched the Netflix. I watched the movie.
The movie.
And I read the first
there
book.
was one of the children would bite onto the table and hang by her teeth.
I read the book sitting at an airport one time. Someone let me borrow the book, and it was a short book, and I read it while I was sitting at the airport.
Apparently, they're pretty good stories. I just haven't really cared enough to look into them. The kids wanted to watch the movie. We watched the movie. I was not impressed.
Now there's a Netflix series that's like kind of creepy.
I'm okay with creepy, to an extent. The concept seems as creepy anyway. The story in and of itself.
Yeah, July 27th, hosted by James and Lisa Ortega.
Nice.
It's in Columbus, Ohio.
I'm sure I will be at work because it is likely on a weekend.
Probably
because
a Saturday, yeah.
Everybody else in the world works normal hours and days.
We will have to do another midweek meetup sometime so people can see you.
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Would people be interested on like a Wednesday, a midweek Wednesday meetup? I don't know, spitballing here, no idea where we would go, but somewhere to hang out with her.
I'm really not that special. You don't have to call into work or anything. It's not a big deal. Anywho.
Maybe we get Jahil to drive in from Jersey.
I would love to see Jahil.
I ain't driving that far.
I mean, they make planes.
They do.
It's a thing.
I mean, he can spend 45 days in London, but he can't come spend
a day
with us.
It is Indiana. Would you traverse an airport to come to Indiana if you didn't live here?
And you have a point.
I know. It's Indiana. Oh, we're kind of alike.
She says, yeah, Chandra cracks me up.
There were too many people in my space. I can't. Oh, I just can't. It's too much. I really struggle with that. I struggle with, and I'm better about it than I ever was before, but people in my personal space. Now I'm okay with a conversation that's at a 2 to 2.5 foot distance. I'm okay with that. I actually don't do well at the 6 foot distance, like we were all in the vid times, only because my hearing is not as good as it once was. And part of that, I don't think, is my hearing. It's that I'm easily distracted. So I'll be like, oh, look, a bird. Oh, squirrel. Anyway, so I can't always follow a conversation if we're too far apart because I'm hearing and looking other places. So a 2.5 to 3 foot distance conversation wise is great. You step closer, I'm moving back. If somebody like leans in and is like against me, ugh, at least it's him. If somebody is like touching me, I'm not always okay with it. I can tolerate it to a point, but after a while, like at that Fogo de Chao place, I was like, I'm done. I don't care how good the food is. I just need to leave. Get me out of here. I don't know. It's a thing. I'm trying to get better.
Jennifer says, corny dog fight.
Ew. I don't like corn dogs.
Corn dog.
I do like that song though. Corn dogs, yummy, yummy, yummy.
They are yummy.
No, they're not. I don't like hot dogs at all.
Let's see here. Evelyn says, can we do it before August 14th or plan it when I have time off school?
We have to plan it on a day when we won't have a pookster.
She goes to school.
Yeah, in July. It would have to be after that.
That gives us like a 2-week period between her going to school and the 14th.
Yeah.
We will play around with the dates and we will get back. We'll probably know more by next Tuesday's live.
Yeah, we'll figure something out by next Tuesday's live. So maybe like,
or maybe we'll look at when the fair starts.
Yeah.
Hold this for a second. Let me sit up here. I'm going to sit up. I'm kind of slouchy. Not really that bad, but maybe look and see when the Indiana State Fair starts. Maybe that might be a place to meet up.
Yeah.
Because that could be like it doesn't matter how many people come. We could all set a designated time and place and meet up and then just kind of hang out and then
hang out, and there's always food at the fair. There is that. I don't know when the fair is. And they do have like $2 Tuesdays and stuff like that.
Well, they had $3 Wednesdays or whatever.
They change it every year, but sweet. I can't spell Indiana. Nice. At least my phone doesn't want to listen to me. I can look it up.
Okay. All right.
State Fair 2024. When will it be?
No, Jennifer says, that's because you didn't share one bathroom.
You are correct, ma'am. I did not share one bathroom.
Could you imagine the knockout, drag-out fights that would have been in your house if there's only one bathroom?
God. Okay, there were knockdown, drag-out fights without having to share one bathroom. I still remember my brother was picking on me one day, and I yelled, and my oldest sister, she's 10 years older than me, she came flying down the stairs. I've never seen her move that fast. And she grabbed my brother so we were on the couch. She grabbed my brother around his neck with her arm and flipped him backwards over the couch and tackled him to the floor and was like, to the girls, because it was me and my other sister. And he was not just stunned. I was 100% certain she broke his neck. He did not break his neck, but he laid there for a good 20 minutes. I think he had a concussion. It was amazing to watch. Not something I would suggest, but amazing to watch.
It's a wonder he's not crazier than he is.
He's definitely earned that crazy from all that he's been through. So it looks like this Indiana State Fair is from August 2nd through August 18th, and they're closed on Mondays, which is interesting. I don't remember them being closed on Mondays.
And I don't know if they're going to do any like discounted days or whatever. Free concerts.
Ways to save. Let's check there. More deals and discounts. Tickets. Family. No. $2 Tuesdays is what they'll have this year. So admission will be $2 on Tuesday, August 6th or Tuesday, August 13th.
You want to plan for August the 6th? And we will, in lieu of having a live, we will have people, if you so choose to meet up with us, we will meet up at the Indiana State Fair. It's $2 to get in. Then all the food items are $2. I can't guarantee you'll find keto stuff, but they have diet soda. You can get like diet soda for $2.
And there are things that are keto, like there are meat sticks and
you can
things
get
like that. You can
bratwurst stuff.
yeah. So
have
you'll
lots of
just have to pay attention and decide if that's the day you're gonna stray and not eat keto, or if that's the day you're gonna keep your keto and how you're gonna manage that. So
We can walk around and look at animals together. Look at the piggy wiggies,
I like
the horses, and
oh, I must go. This is a sibling.
here, mute that because it's going to copyright infringe us.
Bye, everybody.
Okay.
Hey, Nick, what's up?
All right. So, was that August the 2nd? You said.
Hang on a sec, Nick. It's the 6th.
August the 6th.
6th.
Okay.
Okay, you there?
So Jahil says I might have decided no London till March. No London till March. I need to pay off my credit card. I'm so irresponsible at the moment. I found a new restaurant, Bobby Flay Steak, and spent like $300 in 6 days on food. Help! That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Was it good though? I hope it was good. Stacy says, I feel so honored that I got a hug from you, Chandra. Well, now she's run off to talk to one of her sisters. So talk to me, everybody that's still watching. What does that sound like if you're willing or in the area, willing to make the drive? So the Indiana State Fair is in central Indiana. It's down, it's like basically like right off of 38th Street. It's huge. I have the big midway. They actually have two like midways. They have like the full grown-up midway for all the big kids, and they have a smaller midway on the other side that's for little kids. That's not so crazy because the midway can get really, really crazy. You can see people like sometimes churning butter. They've got all the old machinery. They have like a huge racetrack in the middle of it. They've got like this weird ski lift thing you can ride. They've got all the other rides. There's a tractor thing you can ride all the way around. Um, it's a pretty neat thing if you guys want to look up the Indiana State Fair, its history and all that stuff. It's a lot of fun. We'll go and spend the whole day. It'll be hot. I mean, it might rain, but we'll go rain or shine. We'll probably just wear ponchos or something and have a good time. Just be soaking wet. And there's places you can escape in if it rains. Funny enough, Chandra and I's first date was the fair, first real date, and there was a concert being held there, and like the straight line winds or whatever knocked the stage over onto the crowd. Yeah, so that was no good. I'm sure people you can look that up in the news. I forget what band it was. It was a pretty big country band at the time. I can't remember who they were at this point, but um, it was amazing. I'm over it now, but I will eat there again for my birthday, August 5th. So you have to come August 6th, hang out with us at the Indiana State Fair. Yes, it's decided. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Finally going to be 21. I think they finally sell beer now. For years and years and years, they didn't sell any kind of alcohol at the fair. Now there's like one building you can buy like beer. They have like some kind of like fancy like brewery thing set up or whatever. But if you're interested, yeah, scooters and there's plenty of accessibility. They have scooters. People riding scooters all over that place. You will be fine, Jennifer. Scooters and availability. She hasn't been. You haven't been in 30 years. We go every year on $2 Tuesday. I mean, you can get like fried pickles for $2. You can get like fried and like each stall will have something for $2. Like I said, you can't guarantee that it's going to be a keto thing. Like you might like there's like always like the fried whatever the famous fried thing is that month or that year, like fried Oreos, fried Snickers. Like last year they had fried butter. Holy moly, that was amazing. Basically, it was like they take a frozen chunk of butter and dip it in dough and then fry it. So when you bite into it, all the butter melts in your mouth. Oh, that was amazing. So amazing. But yeah, you could totally stay keto and go, or you can even pack a lunch and go. I think they'll let you bring food in. They do have like scanners and stuff, and they go through bags and all that stuff. You can bring in water and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure, as long as it's sealed. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, but yeah, Jahil, if your birthday's August 5th, August 6th, we're getting together. You probably need to be in Indiana. Yeah, but if that sounds like something you all would be interested in, um, we'll figure something out. I will make a post about this on my Facebook page on Keto Indianapolis. Um, I know, like, if Charlie's still watching, that'd be something you could bring your daughter and wife to. You could bring kids. There's, plenty of things to do. Like Evelyn, you and Carl, and the kids can come. All the things to do. It'll be a lot of fun, I think. I mean, if that's something you guys are interested in, but I'll make a Facebook pay. I'll make a Facebook announcement, and people comment there if they want to, or you can email me at ketosimple@hotmail.com. But yeah, let's see. Jahil says my childhood nanny's second mother is coming tomorrow from the Dominican Republic and staying for 2 months. She wasn't supposed to come till August, so I will be with her. Help me again. So she'll be there for during on your birthday, so you probably wouldn't be able to leave her and come to Indiana. Boo. But it's cool you have someone coming in with you to hang out with you and from the Dominican Republic. That'll be nice. You take her and you're gonna do all the New York touristy stuff. So, I mean, you're just across the bridge. I don't know how far you are from New York. I don't know if New York is even a thing you like to do. I don't know. Sounds fun. I'll have to ask Trinity if she wants to do that for her birthday. The 6th is her birthday. She'll be 17. I would be surprised if she does, but I mean, it would be cool. I mean, we'll be there. We'll be there hanging out. We'll make up a time and a place to meet with people, and then we can go and just walk around and do whatever we want. But $2 Tuesdays will be busy. But if you go during the day, it's typically not as busy. And as it gets darker, it gets busy, busy, busy. But I think with that, I will call it a night. I have another live stream in an hour and a half at 9:30. I'm gonna get ready and maybe see if the lady wants to eat something. She said she's still full, but I don't believe her. Anyway, I love all your faces. Thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate all of you who are members for liking, subscribing, and being here and hanging out with me all the time. Don't forget ketosimple.shop or ketosimple.store just to remember that that's the best place to find the links for all the stuff that I have to offer with discounts and all that stuff. Anyway, thank you all. Let's see. Hold on. What is he saying? Let's see. Evelyn says, which day do the clowns get in free at the fair? Are you taking Shander that day? I don't think there is clowns for free at the fair. I don't think. I don't know if there's ever clowns there. She's not a fan of clowns. Not even a little bit. Jahil says, no, my day is ruined and I'll be unhappy forever. Anyway, I love all of you, including you, Miss Lucas. With that, I'm going to say goodbye, good night. See you next Tuesday or Sunday, depending on what you will do. I do need to get some videos out. I have been very, 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 very slacking on getting actual videos out. I do apologize. I hope you still love me. And with that, I'll say goodbye.